These are my parents, Ted and Julie. Married for 22 years, they're the strongest people I've ever met. Through thick and thin, they've always been there for each other. When they're together, there's nothing that they can't do.
I'll admit that I'm the same. Another sucker for a game kids like to play.
It's gotta be woman.
And the rules we like to use. Don't you want the way I feel? Don't you?
In September of 2009, my dad was taken to the hospital after suffering a seizure. He was later diagnosed with a rare brain disease called an inflammatory pseudotumor, in which plasma cells infiltrate the brain.
I discussed his MRI with several neuroradiologists, and nobody could have really a very good conclusion as far as what this inflammation may be. You really see how prominent this white matter inflammation is. And it's not in the front. This is the front of his head, the frontal lobes. You really don't see anything there. You see it here starting in like I showed you before, in the temporal lobes. This is an area we call insular cortex, parietal, and just like a butterfly spreading towards the back of his head. Here is the occipital region that's very affected on both sides, and this is our primary visual area, and that explains why he had so many visual symptoms.
Because he's only the third known case, my dad's treatment is all very experimental. Unfortunately, there isn't much known about this disease, so treatment is on a trial and error basis, which can take a long time and be extremely frustrating.
The most difficult thing for me to deal with isn't really the physical symptoms as much as it's more just the mental things, the not knowing. I have a disease that nobody really knows what it is, that nobody really knows how to treat it. So that's probably the most frustrating. We just don't know what to do.
Okay, and then you just take a look at that line, and then you deviate from the left, and you go to the right.
She's a really great doctor. At this point, though, I think she's decided it's going to be permanent, the way he is, and I don't agree. So I think I may have to go and start doing stuff on my own. I have to gather all our information and start sending letters and see if there's anybody who's willing to research. Use him as a guinea pig, I guess. More so than he has been already. But yeah. But no, we've lucked out with our doctors. They've all been unbelievable. But I think it's time to give up. So I think we're still gonna have to fight. Just gotta find that right person. 'Cause I need him back.
Words cannot describe how strong and how brave my parents are. Ever since I can remember, they've supported me, my brother, and my sister in every way, shape, and form. My mom and dad have always been there for us and each other.
Let's pretend that both our lips are made.
Even with everything that's gone on, they still keep their heads held high. Their hope and their faith in each other gives them the strength to carry on. I'm proud to say that these are my parents.
Who knows what will happen to us next? Here we are with nothing but this little spark. It's too cold outside to lay this fire to rest. Go. How so very apropos. But goodbye just as soon as I said hello.